In this cooperative deck video, I have two decks working together to try to get the highest battle destiny in a single battle. So not necessarily battle damage, but battle destiny. And dark side is going to be helping light side do this. There's a key effect that allows light side to double their battle destiny. So that's the idea here. Dark side's going to help put out a lot of activation while light side can focus on. And that's a pretty good first turn for the dark side to getting all these in their hand, help speed things up a bit. But lots of activation coming for both sides. So we're going to use a lot of battle destiny adder interrupts, a lot of characters that add to the total battle destiny, or actually to each battle destiny. Lieutenant Page is a particularly useful one. He adds one to each of the battle destiny draws with two other scouts. And what we're trying to do here is help light side get a certain immediate effect that they're going to play after dark side force drains them. But since that didn't appear to be in the force pile when dark side used a dangerous time, dark side just put all the characters on top. Even more activations coming out. One more site left. So light side's already activating 20 on turn 2 with major help from the dark side. Dark side's drawing up a bunch of cards here. All right. So 37 cards in the use pile. Hopefully the ones that light side needs to get towards the top are there. Apparently not. So they're going to deploy to the adjacent site and then move over. Or maybe it was there and I put it towards the bottom with a dangerous time. There it was, the last card. So now we can play They Win This Round after losing a force. And what that does, Battle Destiny draws are +1 here. Well, light side's Battle Destiny draws are. Okay, so light side needs to get some more characters out. Quite a few more characters, actually. And at this point, I'm sending all the characters to the bottom of the force pile, because then after I deploy a bunch of cards, the characters that I need later will be at the bottom. I can draw those into hand. So it must be maybe this isn't the turn to move over. So that I wonder who they found isn't exactly necessary. You can play the other effects without it, but it's nice to use. just in case it's taking too long to get the effects into hand. All right, so Darkside's gonna try to get some cards back in the deck. Make sure the key cards are in hand. Not that there's that much the Darkside needs to do. Once they get the activation out and get Vader down there, it's got to be Vader for a certain card to work. In fact, I have that card in my hand. That's 2 Battle Destiny if Luke is fighting against Vader. And I chose the Pod Race Arena because this Destiny 6, yes, it's a Lost Interrupt, but this Destiny 6 Interrupt is able to add a Battle Destiny there. Now we need all the interrupts. Light side has just a few more characters to deploy. Chewie adds 2 to each Battle Destiny. Luke, because of like my father before me, adds 2 to each Battle Destiny. Anakin adds 1 to each. Lieutenant Page adds 1 to each, and the effect adds 1 to each. I believe that's 6. Chewie is 2. Luke's effect makes 3. Anakin makes 4. The immediate effect on the site makes 5. Lieutenant Page makes 6. So adding 6 to each Battle Destiny. Comes Lando. You got to save just the right amount of force here, because you don't want a bunch of force in your force pile when it comes time to draw destinies. All right. So Finn can deploy as a react for free. Then we're going to play a bunch of used interrupts first to add battle destinies. Don't get cocky becomes a used interrupt because of an effect. And we're drawing weapon destinies. Did the Captain Hera Syndulla redraw just so I wouldn't have to be prompted to do it again. Now we're up to 14 battle destiny. The problem here, the trick rather, is just trying to make sure you have enough cards in your deck to draw the battle destinies you're allowing yourself to draw. And we're going to retrieve a bunch of 5s with On the Edge. Not going to be able to retrieve all these. Well, not all of them, most of them. So we're still leaving a 2 in the deck there. Then we can recirculate. Got 33 Battle Destiny with 32 cards in the deck. Double the Battle Destiny with I'm With You 2. Dark Side draws a 0 just to be funny. And there's only 32 cards in the deck, but Leia can substitute her ability for the first one with Count Me In. So that's what allowed us to do that. There's other cards that can add Battle Destinies, like Captain Rex, for example. He can go there. He would add a Battle Destiny there, but that wouldn't really help a whole lot since we'd have to find another way to get one more card back in the deck. So it's kind of a balance there of, do you use a card to add a Battle Destiny, or do you use a card that can be in the deck? So I'm trying to think of a way like using Cal Kestis. He's a character. We can take out the effect that goes on Han and add one extra card, but adding one extra card doesn't always help, because if you add one extra card, that's an extra Battle Destiny. So like you add Rex, but then you also need another card in the deck to actually draw the Destiny. So is there a way to get one more Battle Destiny? Is there maybe a used interrupt I'm overlooking? That might be something to mention in the comments. Because yeah, if I could ditch that effect on Han, then that would be pretty nice to add an extra Battle Destiny. But all of these are adding, well, 6 to each one. So all those bionic hands instead of 7s became 13s due to all those modifiers. I think it's kind of cool how all of the 4 main characters, they each have a Battle Destiny adder that adds with each of the other ones. So Chewie has one with Han and Luke and Leia, and Leia has one with Han and Luke and Chewie, for example, and some of them have game text that add with those characters. So pretty nice stuff. Now that I think about it, I could have used the other Leia. There's a Leia that adds a battle list. Oh, but it's got to be with a scout, so I'd have to find a way to get another scout. That's why I had to use that Leia there. Interesting. Yeah, so it's like, oh, it's always just one card off from getting one more Battle Destiny involved here, because I already have all the ones that add 2 Battle Destinies and recycle those. All right, so we got one more Battle Destiny draw, finishing up with a 7, which is a 13. And the total Battle Destiny ends up being 768. So a lot of power there, but the goal here was the Battle Destiny. There's ways to get lots more power than that. But yeah, 768. So if you can think of ways where, if we can ditch that effect on Han, I think I can still see it here. Yeah, this actually isn't necessary. It just helps get out the other effects faster. We don't really need that card in the deck. And maybe there's a way to get more retrieval, like Darkseid helping out with the retrieval, who knows? But yeah, it's an interesting deck, I think. And yeah, let me know if you can think of a way to get higher than 768 Battle Destiny. In any case, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed this video.